Good morning, everyone. How's it going? How's it going? Leonard, what's up, Leonard? How are y'all doing? Man, I'm out here in Illinois, man. This is the second stream I'm doing from Illinois. I did a stream yesterday from Illinois. Like, I just went to the Hidden Springs Forest. It's a forest, man, real talk. And like, I tried to do the live stream, couldn't get a connection. So we out here at the Shelby Dam, I believe that's the name of it. Yeah, Shelby Dam. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be doing a stream from here. So I'll just give it a second for people to come into the live stream, and then we're gonna be getting started. We're gonna be talking about how President Trump could do more to help the poor. So as you guys come in, make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. And we're gonna give it a few seconds. We're gonna allow some people to come in the chat. Happy Saturday, everybody. Just giving it a second, let some people come in the stream, man. Make sure y'all like the video. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no water, man. I left my water in the car. I'm gonna go to the car and get my water, man. We're gonna give a few minutes for some people to come in the stream. If you're watching the content after it was pre-recorded, you know, you just skip to this part to about 5 minutes, and we'll get started about 2 minutes. Man, happy Saturday, man. I come back, man, the buzz here, man. We gonna go ahead and get started with the content, man. You know what I'm saying? So this morning we gonna be talking about President Trump and what President Trump must do more to help the poor. So guys, welcome to Legal Wars Live, our brand new Saturday streams. We will be doing outdoors currently. And last Saturday, we were in the Appalachian Mountains, man. If you guys follow the content, man, I was out in Tennessee for about 3 weeks. However, guys, we switched states, no longer in Tennessee. but the show must go on, and we out here in Big Blue. What's up, Illinois, baby? So, guys, in 3 days, We the People 2 is now playing on YouTube. Just go to Legal Wars Live landing page and click on the videos and the voice of the silent majority. A beautiful video we recorded out in Tennessee. So, guys, make sure you guys check that out. I know y'all can hear the train in the background. As you guys come in the stream, make sure y'all like the video for me. If y'all haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get active down below in the comments, man. Y'all let y'all voice be heard, man. We finna get to it. Also, in about 3 weeks, We the People 3 Lost in the Midwest will be coming out. So make sure you guys go check out that when you get an opportunity. Guys, so like I said, that's all I have on that subject. We're going to go straight into the content. Y'all make sure y'all please like that video for me. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. Also, guys, if you want your comment read or you want to start a conversation, you want to donate to the channel, just hit that button with the $ in it, and your donations are much appreciated. So I see I got Zenberry. What's up, Zenberry? Ain't nothing good. You know what I'm saying? What's up from London? You know what I'm saying? I'm out here in Illinois. I see Bacon XD says Unc got nice glasses. I appreciate it, y'all. Let's get into the news. So, guys, this is coming straight from Fox News, okay? That's my source. I think that's important because what we're talking about President Trump need to do more to help the poor. You guys have heard, I'm an independent, if y'all don't know. I'm not a Republican. I'm not MAGA. But what I do think, though, is that, you know, well, I stating the obvious. You know, the economy is doing pretty good. President Trump's doing pretty good. Jobs not looking too bad. You know what I'm saying? But we going to get on some content, though, that even though the economy might be doing good, you see what I'm saying? Even though, like, the stock market might be doing good, even though America's making money, you know what I'm saying? We don't want to leave nobody behind. The poor aren't getting ahead, and that's what we want to talk about. Zimbabwe says a bit sunny here in London, and all ones matching against illegal immigrants. Yes, sir. So, like I said, this Fox News, this is August 26th. So the defining promise of Donald Trump's 2024 election was to lower costs on day one. He broke it. This Fox News, man. August 26th. How y'all feel about that? You know what I'm saying? Bacon HD said just lying in the bed is sunny too, man. How y'all feel about that? You know what I'm saying? Do y'all feel like the prices of everything, goods, are lower or not? That's the question. Because according to Fox News, this story right here, they say day one, prices lower, he broke it. You ask Ghost, what's your opinion on that? Man, my opinion on that is I don't think he never intended on day one to lower prices. I think he was just being a little facetious, like he does about some things. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, he was just letting the American people know he was going to work to do that. Okay, back to the story. The first 6 months of this administration have been marked by even higher prices. This, according to this story, I'm not too sure about that. We're going to look at it. Republicans in Congress would be wise to remember that voters are never quicker to fire elected officials than they are to break a core promise. It is this Congress who will be on the ballot next year, not Donald Trump. Man, I think that Representative Speaker Johnson and President Trump, they know that, man. You know what I'm saying? They know the history. The history of the midterm elections is that the sitting president loses at least the House of Representatives, if not the entire Congress. Go back to the president. Go back to Barack Obama's first term. You see what I'm saying? Go back to President Biden. You could go back to President Bush, every single president. So the Republicans know that, and they got a plan in Texas to try to pick up 5 seats to make sure that blue wave don't hit them. And the Democrats, you know, they've got a battle with redistricting, but it's going to come down to what you did for the people. Bottom line. And I say this all the time. Y'all hear Big Ghost say this all the time. It's going to come down to what you're doing for the people. And these politicians don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? President Trump talked about he's thinking about, he probably gonna do it too, man, because it's necessary. But he's thinking about giving a rebate check off the tariff money, man. That's what's important. Because I'm saying, listen, like, the rich people getting rich, that's not hurting America. You got to understand that. Some of that money is going to trickle down. How much of it's going to trickle down, we don't know. Enough to help the poor, I doubt it very seriously. Steve Bannon and them know that a lot of voters, most of the voters who make under $50,000, those poor voters, those food stamp voters that you used to think were Barack Obama and Democratic voters, a lot of those most of those voters voted for President Trump. So you got to keep that in mind too. So you got a good economy, job market look good, stock market look good, prices, inflation about the same, gas a little cheaper, eggs a little cheaper, but I'm saying about the same. And I'm saying, so what Fox News in this story is saying is that when them voters go in the booth, man, I'm saying, look, President Trump ain't on the ballot. And the Republicans know that, and that's why they trying to redistrict, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to do more to help the poor. What you doing for the people is what's going to count. You know what I'm saying? Bobby said, he said, listen, Bobby, I'm going to just comment on that real quick, man. That's a law enforcement issue. Bottom line. It's a law enforcement issue. I'm saying it's really not a law enforcement issue. I really don't know what the issue is with that, Bobby, because that's a good point. We could talk about that. People want to know, like, all this information about Jeffrey Epstein. What I want to know is why they let him get away with it for so long. And we got two prosecutors, one in Palm Beach County and a federal prosecutor in Miami. And they let him for 10 years, they let him off the hook, Bobby. That's what we need to talk about. And it ain't just him. They got rich people that's still out there doing stuff like that they just they know they doing it and they just letting them do it. You know what I'm saying? So if we gonna get them, yeah, we need to get them. President Trump, that would be the only benefit from that Epstein story. Guys, as y'all come in, y'all make sure y'all like the video. Like my boy Bobby down below, y'all go ahead and jump in the comment section. I'm trying to read as many of them as I can. Jesse says Trump feeding the poor. He took free lunches from children, and that, Jesse, that's what we talking about, and that's what the Republicans know. That's what the fight's over. That's why they trying to redistrict Texas. Because they know, bro, I'm telling you, the Democrats get the gavel, a whole lot is going to change. That's going to give them powers. They could start investigations. They could start impeachment proceedings that, you know what I'm saying, probably are not going to be successful. I can tell you, not going to be successful. Look, one of the main Democrats who talked about dethroning President Trump in Congress is Al Green, excuse me. President Trump and them tried. They throwing a whole lot of Republicans in Al Green district. They trying to get rid of them. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the game. That's just politics, y'all. Let's get back to the story. This Fox News, August 26th. The campaign trail promises sound too good to be true because they were. President Trump committed to inflation, cut energy costs in half, make healthcare more affordable, and that Americans would see drastic price reductions and cheaper groceries. Let me comment on that real quick. I knew the whole time we weren't going to see no cheaper groceries. It's called inflation. Look at history. From there's points. We did a stream on this. There's points in history where the prices of everything is just going to go up. And I think it happened in like 2022 in America. Where it's just the prices are higher. It's called inflation. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna never get gas $1.20 no more. I'm looking at the gas across the street at the BP here in Illinois. It's $3.29. You in Central Illinois? You ain't even in Chicago. In Chicago, it's probably $4 for gas. You see what I'm saying? So some of that inflation, it ain't never gonna. And that's what people but listen, who is that? Anthony just said, like, not only that, you talking about free lunches, you talking about those Medicaids and them Medicare cuts. And if you got a lot of voters in a lot of districts that depend on that Medicare and that Medicaid, then when it's time to go to the voting booth, man, them Democrats, I think they got a comeback in store unless the Republicans do something drastic, man. For most swing voters, lower costs were the whole point of voting for those now in power. What about you? Son of Cool, Jesse B, Bobby, was lower cost than one of the entire reasons you voted for President Trump? That's what you got to ask yourself. They were counting on policies that would improve their lives, not make them harder. As polls show, the anger runs deep for a president and a Congress who are gutting the social safety net, doling out special favors to their wealthy friends, and personally profiting from high office. Man, I don't even know, bro. I can't believe Fox News would make a story like this. You feel me? You feel me? If you ask me, man, I don't see that. I don't believe that. I just think that President T, man, like he a businessman and he just conducting business. He conducting business, American business, like America's a business. That's what he's doing. That's what I believe. Me personally. Making personal profits, yeah, he probably is. Every businessman is like, that's what they do. American people voted for him. I don't think that's the problem. I think the problem is improving the lives of the people. We the people. That's why we vote for the politicians. Listen, there's several key things that we look for a politician. You gonna keep us safe. You know what I'm saying? You gonna make sure old Vladimir or Xi Jinping that they don't wipe out no cities or no populations or take no America. So you keeping us safe. That's number one. Number two is that we have opportunities. Providing opportunities. Listen, a lot of people have voted and stopped voting and they've given up on politics. How many people in the stream like this, you've given up on politics, and the reason why they have given up on politics is because they feel like the politicians are in it for themselves. They're not doing nothing for the people. Working Americans are speaking out against the policies that are making life more expensive. See, I don't agree with that. And candidates running have a duty to listen. I don't agree with policies that I don't think the policies are making life more expensive. I just think that President Trump had like a goal or a train that he or a route that he was trying to achieve when he first got into office. You see what I'm saying? But I mean, as far as the certain things that are getting cheaper, I don't think that never was going to happen. Like, okay, if you want to listen, if you want to say, hey, our budgets, our deficits are messed up, that's important. That is very important. So you want to fix that. So how are we going to fix that? Are we going to cut? Oh, President Trump, you said you want to cut Medicare and Medicaid, or Mike Johnson. Oh, we're going to take it from the illegal immigrants. I don't have no problem with that. But all I'm saying, if grandma go to get her medicine or her medicine is more expensive or she got a copay, she gonna be upset. And when she go vote in 2026, grandma, you know, all them old people vote, she gonna let you know how upset she is with that. And people were thinking that the prices were gonna get lower. I'm an independent. I'm gonna tell you the truth. What I believe, the stock market is good. The job market is good. Is good. But what I'm saying is what is it doing for the poor? How are you helping the poor? Because the majority of those poor voters, President Trump, they voted for you. So how are you helping them? A $1,400 rebate. If you take anything from them, they weren't expecting to lose nothing when they went and voted. They were expecting to get something. They were looking at that 2016 Trump term. And in 2016, they got, so many Americans got thousands of dollars. And he made sure you knew it was from him. He put the Trump name on the checks, on the stimmies. So that's what the American people thinking. Listen, okay, that's cool. You got those investors, those middle class, middle of the road people. You know what I'm saying? They probably making about between 60 to 120,000. Say men. I got some homeboys, single men. They get about 60 to $120,000 a year, and they investing. Me personally, you know what I'm saying? I did a Miller legal, so I did cases, but I know guys that they invest in the stock market. You know what I'm saying? They might do day trading. People like that, like they probably ain't got no problem with President Trump. You know what I'm saying? That Elon Musk crowd, those younger guys, you know what I'm saying? The tech crowd and stuff like that, bro, they don't have no problem. They probably making money. You know what I'm saying? Bitcoin. But I'm saying for the poorer voters who voted for you, I think those poorer voters are going to be key. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when President Obama won both of his terms, and he winning his terms in them swing states, you see what I'm saying? We know Illinois is going blue every year. We know that. VP Harris is blue. Barack Obama is blue. Bill Clinton, you see what I'm saying, is going blue. We know that the state of Alabama or Mississippi going red every year. We know that. You see what I'm saying? But that election is decided in Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, and now Arizona, and now Georgia. So that's where it's decided at. So if you decide the presidential election in those states and you got somebody like Barack Obama, because you heard the Republicans say it, food stamp voters, they say, oh, he got the food stamp voters. I'm saying them food stamp voters voted for President Trump. And that's a dilemma for the Republicans. You could redistrict Texas all you want to. That is a dilemma for the Republicans. Because it's just their policies, natural policies. It ain't nothing against President Trump. It ain't nothing against Speaker Johnson. It's just the policies that they have. Their policies benefit corporations and businesses. I don't think he's trying to take money from the rich. I don't think, so President Trump is sitting there with a design saying, hey, I'm finna go steal money from poor people so they could be poor. No, I do not believe that. I believe that for years, from Ronald Reagan's generation, from 1980, the Republican Party, their policies has benefited the rich people. It's just that President T, big President T, he just a little different. He passing out money. He passing out stimmy checks. I know so many boys that from Chicago, boy, they came up on that money, President Trump. He giving them tens of thousands. Some of them ain't never had no business, ain't lose nothing. But they came up. So they remember President T like that. That 60,000 to 120,000 that I was telling you about. You see what I'm saying? It's a group of them. He built a coalition. But those voters making under those food stamp voters, they go back to that blue side, bro. It's a wrap. It might be 5 more generations, 5 more elections before you win a popular vote, because you ain't got nobody like President T coming. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying, like, in this time period, you got to think about it. In this time period, you can say whatever you want to, but I know you know that pendulum swings. You got to look at history. You see what I'm saying? America swing. They swung to the right. They going to swing back. You got to realize that that's just history. That's how politics work. So if it swing back and you done cut grandma's, so grandma medicine higher, and you got somebody like AOC, some bright, you could think whatever you want to. And we know her personally. She fights for the people, and she gonna be over there like, they said they were gonna lower some. Did they lower nothing? If anything lower, they gonna pull the same thing President Trump pulled on President Biden. But if you got a good-looking Democrat like that, Josh Shapiro, I'm telling you, the Republicans might be in trouble. You don't have no President Trump on the ballot again. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I ain't trying to hate on nobody, but DeSantis, man, I don't see it. He don't have what President Trump had. President Trump is a Ronald Reagan, President Trump, that's your chance. I'm trying to tell you, this your chance. But if you want to be like Ronald Reagan, you got to help the poor too. You did your thing for the businesses. They got blessed. $200-some-thousand tax cut, they got blessed. They happy. The stock market good. Like I said, my homeboy, that $60,000 to $120,000 voter, he might be single, he might have girlfriends, he might be married, he might have 1 children, but that voter right there, he happy. But it's not enough for them to win a whole election nationally. And then if you go individual districts, you could talk to them Republicans. Them Republicans will tell you, bruh. I ain't even gonna call his name. He said 1 out of 5 voters in his district is on Medicare or on Medicaid. So if anything is affected, that 1 out of 5 voters, that's 20%, bro. I'm telling you, they're going to get you out of there. President Trump and them, they know it's coming. You could redistrict Texas. They're going to redistrict California. He going to redistrict Illinois. They're going to redistrict New York. And they got as many people. I'm telling you, man, the way you can't sneak up out this, the way you do this and the way you be great and the way you be Ronald Reagan is you go help the poor people. You help the rich people, go help the poor people. Because I'm trying to tell you, you don't listen to me. That's why this the first popular vote they done won since the second George Bush. Since W. You feel me? Since W. That's the first popular. President Trump didn't win the popular vote against Hillary Clinton. It's going to be another 5 elections before you win another. This how we get to, I'm trying to tell you. Y'all make sure y'all double tap that screen for your boy. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. Somebody said, what do Ronald Reagan do for the poor? You need to study your history. You need to study your history. Listen, I got to stand up to tell y'all this. What Ronald Reagan did for the poor, they'll say, is the biggest redistribution of wealth in the history of mankind. You know what he did for the poor? You know, I know anybody in the United States, you know somebody, a female, who uses that child tax credit. To where if you make under a certain amount of money and you have a child, they'll give you $2,500 to $4,000 or something like that back on your income taxes. You know what I'm saying? I know girls who got 4 kids, bro, they tax returns be like 15 racks, boy. You could come up with that. Ronald Reagan did that. Yeah, Ronald Reagan did that. I'm talking about not just for his 8 years. I'm talking about he rest in peace. But if you got a child and you a female and you making $30,000 a year, you could get that child tax credit. Ronald Reagan did that, boy. That's helping the poor. Yeah, we gonna help the rich too, because that's just what they believe in. They believe in trickle-down economics. Listen, to a certain extent, you can't, listen, if you hang around Elon Musk, you gonna get some kind of money. That's facts. It's gonna trickle down. He got too much money, man. You feel me? He can't do nothing without, he gonna have to, you feel me? If you hang around a rich dude, you gonna pick up some bread. But what I'm saying is the thing that I'm against, I never believed in that, is because how much he gonna bird feed you, he gonna give you crumbs. He trying to give them crumbs. I'm gonna give a $200,000 tax break to a man who worth millions. And with that 200,000, I'm gonna expect him to do what? Because if he do not do it, you're gonna pay for it next year. I promise you, you can redistrict whatever you want to redistrict. You're gonna pay for it. If the people don't feel that gain, you're gonna pay for it in 2026, bro. I'm telling you, you're gonna pay for it. If the Democrats weren't asleep and they knew what they were doing, they could pick certain districts. They get these high-profile candidates and they'll wipe the floor with you if they had the right message, bro. If they had the right strategy and the right strategies. I'm trying to tell you. Cause look, President Trump and them, they own it. He doing good. He know the moves. He got the play. He got the playbook. He called Governor Abbott. He said, hey, look, you need to redistrict Texas. Because if you don't, I'm trying. He know what's coming. So this the shortcut. We gonna redistrict Texas. Those Texas Democrats said, we out of here. We gone. But he's still gonna redistrict Texas. But Governor Newsom redistricting California. And they gonna, I'm saying, like, that to me, that's like trying to take a shortcut. You know how President Trump, you ain't got to worry about redistricting Texas. You want to keep the momentum, you got to satisfy all your voters, the poor voters too. You cut the immigrants' food stamps, that's not gonna hurt you. You trying to get them out of here anyway. They here illegally. You just gonna upset some Democrats and some liberals. But you start cutting them American stuff, and they know you gave that tax break to them rich people. I don't know if a $1,400 rebate check gonna be enough, President T. You see what I'm saying? You gotta come up, you gotta get creative, and you gotta listen. I understand, President Trump, we're not gonna be able to lower those prices all the way. That's what VP Harris was talking about. And that's what Mandami is talking about. That's why he won in New York. In order to do that, the government's gonna have to get control of them businesses, because I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna do. Okay, say if your profit margin, say you down like 0.2%, okay, and you you one of the VPs say I ain't gonna call no business. Now I'll tell you what they do. As soon as they get a whiff of anything at all to where they feel like they could raise prices, raise them prices, and they'll have all those in all their stores nationwide. They'll raise the price of eggs or price of milk or the price of any kind of grocery. They'll raise it up 60 cents or $1, $2. At will. You can't stop them. They be price gouging. So that's what they were, VP Harrison, they were saying, like, if y'all want us to drop the prices or to be able to control it, the only way we can control these prices is we got to regulate them. If we don't regulate them, which the Republicans don't believe in that at all, they believe in free market. If we don't regulate them, then they gonna charge we can never get them prices down because they gonna charge what they want to charge. Everything higher. That's what I'm saying, President T. We gotta help these poor people, man. Y'all make sure y'all like that video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, guys. Channel memberships, $2.99. If you want to donate to the channel, if you want to start a conversation, you want your comment read, just hit the button below with the $, and your donations are much appreciated. What's up, Michael? What's up, Colonel Kurtz? What's up, Jolie? I see John up in here. What's up? What's up, y'all? We back to this Fox News story. The defining. Oh, okay, guys. We gonna skip down a little bit. Let's get down a little bit lower in the story. Okay, guys. I think this is so important right here. What I say. Okay. For most swing voters, lower costs were the whole point of voting for those now in power. They were counting on policies that would improve their lives, not make them harder. Polls show the anger runs deep for President Trump. Working Americans are speaking out against the policies. What y'all think? This on the Fox News app. I said Fox News app. We help lead the bipartisan cost coalition, which exists. Y'all heard of this? Cost coalition. I'm telling you that affordability is everything. Them buzz, bro. That affordability is everything. And here's the key. And this is why I'm trying to tell you. Because VP Harris, she gonna run for president again. And I'm saying, depending on how stuff is, I'm saying that affordability, I'm trying to tell you, is everything. And President Trump, like, you can only do so much but I'm saying, like, you can aim, like, you done did all those policies, but they just don't believe in that. About helping the poor or the weak. You know what I'm saying? They'll help them, but not to the extent that they probably should. You know what I'm saying? That's just facts, though. You know what I'm saying? So there's a bipartisan cost coalition which exists to show how Washington's economic agenda is making the American dream unaffordable. What y'all think? Do y'all agree or disagree? Jump down in the comments, let your voice be heard. The most credible voices in this fight aren't in Washington. They're our neighbors who are paying more and getting less. That's what we the people is about. Out here, man, talking to the people. Boots on the ground. Going to the places that everybody else don't know. Listen, I know how the people in Chicago feel. I'm in the state of Illinois right now, okay? Listen, I know how the people in Chicago feel about politics. You don't? Then you don't know politics. Because what I'm saying is, you know what they feel in Chicago. It controls the whole state. So you think that Illinois is a blue state, so you just think that everybody in Illinois just supports. But you don't know Illinois. This is what I want you to do. I want you to go to Kentucky, and I want you to come up Illinois across the Ohio River, the entire state, until you get to Chicago. Chicago's up there on the Great Lakes, so it's like a little piece of the state, right? So the entire state of Illinois, if you take Chicago out of Illinois, Illinois would be red as Alabama. Listen to me. Get you some ears, man. Get you some ears. If you take Chicago out of Illinois, Illinois would be red as Alabama. Who knows that? You got 8 million in Chicago, and you got about 5 million in the rest of Illinois or so. I'm just guessing, just from what I'm seeing, 2 or 3 days in this state, what I'm looking at personally, talking to the people, talking to farmers. You see what I'm saying? Boots on the ground, Southern Illinois, Central Illinois, man. You know what I'm saying? In the rural areas. I believe in going in the rural areas. I know what they believe in Chicago. I know. You see what I'm saying? Like, I think it's interesting to go, bro. They got motorcycles, bro. They out here, man. You see what I'm saying? They out here. Look, I think it's interesting to go to a place like Springfield. I know there'll be a little left. And it's Illinois, I would expect them to be a little left. But, bro, you'll be surprised how President Trump, how many voters you have in this state. But I'm saying, though, it's easy for them to go left. The rest of their state is. Chicago, I mean, not their state, Chicago is. They got their governor. Everybody they got in their state almost is blue. Easy for them to go left. That bipartisan cost coalition, that's everything. And it exists to show Washington's economic agenda is making the American dream unaffordable or only affordable for some. The most credible voices in this fight is our neighbors, okay? Take President Trump's signature Washington policy solution, the big, beautiful bill. Fox News app, okay? Which raises costs. Its inflationary tax breaks for wealthy mean getting the safety net and kicking 10 million Medicaid beneficiaries off their health insurance. Now, to say something in the favor of President Trump, like, bruh, if the illegals, if he kicking the illegals, you can't count the I don't care if they are, the Constitution said they can't vote if they in America. What I'm saying is the Constitution don't say that they could come into America illegally. The Constitution don't say that you got to get them health insurance. That's not what the Constitution say. So if he want to kick them off, then I don't have a problem with that. I know Democrats, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm an independent. But what I'm saying, my problem is don't do that to the American people, bruh. That's what I'm saying. You can't do that to the American people because that's why they voted for you. They was thinking about them Trump stimmies. Remember them Trump stimmies? You put his name on them, big beautiful bill, you know, big beautiful letters, Trump letters. Y'all make sure y'all like that video. Well, Allison Harris' daughter was diagnosed with cancer. This is a Fox story, okay? Come out on the 26th. Steep medical bills will have bankrupted their family even with private insurance coverage. Michigan's Medicaid program helped cover the cost. She told their local news station that when the big, beautiful bill was signed, she felt fear and disgust because you never know until something like this cancer journey happens exactly how much stuff costs, okay? Now, her daughter, Kendall Winds, added, I feel like the fact that they ain't even signed it into law just shows some adults they don't have common sense. They have signed it into law now, baby. Okay? Hey, look, you just listen to the people. I think it's important to listen to the people. Walmart and Amazon have already raised prices. Have y'all experienced it? Have y'all felt that yet? Zoza says presidents and rich people aren't miracle workers. Do better helping yourself and others yourself in more organized way and making better life decisions. That is true. I'm going to pin that comment because that's so true. But here's the problem. You can't promise to do something and don't do it. That's what you say. Listen, this is what I'm going to say before the election. Before I run for the election. I'm running against this woman right here. And this woman saying she gonna do this for you, this for you, this for you. And then you come up there and be honest, like my boy. Y'all see that pinned comment that Zaza said? Come up there and be honest. Hey man, I ain't no miracle worker. You need to have a person. Come up there and say that and see if you get elected. Let ZOSAZ, let him speak for the Republican Party. What he's saying is facts and truth. Let him speak for the Republican Party. And the next time you get a Republican, well, don't say it yet. Don't say it till he get on the ticket. Once he on the ticket and he running against AOC, and she saying she gonna do this, and for the people, and she pointing at you saying you sorry, just trying to get your pockets richer, and you come up there and say, hey, I'm a rich people and presidents don't own it. You need to just, you come up there and see if you gonna get elected. You ain't gonna get elected talking like that. We're not saying what you saying ain't true, sir. What I'm saying is you're not going to get elected talking like that. And that's not what he said. What you saying is true, but that's not what he said. What he said is, I'm going to do A, B, and C. If you can't do it, then don't say you could do it, period. Look, let me tell you, I'm going to come do something for you that you really need and you really depending on, and just don't show up. And see, you know, it's not his responsibility to come fix my air conditioner for free. You know, you're not going to say that. That's what I'm saying. These people out here hurting, starving, dying. He not a miracle worker. Me and you know that, sir. Me and you know that, sir. But that's not what. Then come up there and say that. If you want to be honest now, we being honest. We going to be real. We a real politician now. We gonna be real. What's up, Kimberly, baby? Appreciate that, baby. We gonna be a real politician. We gonna be real. Let's be real then. Oh, well, let's be real. In the first 3 days, then my wife got like 40 M's from Jeff Bezos. Let's be real. How much the people got? Yeah, I'm not a miracle worker. See, you gonna lose. You gonna get cream dusted in the election. Because them people don't want to hear nothing about the miracle worker. You're not a miracle worker, but now, because you signed a law, I ain't got health insurance, but you're not a miracle worker. But you took my health insurance, though, but they going to vote you in a coffin. They going to vote you to a coffin, boy. I'm talking about a graveyard. You wouldn't be able to find a Republican. You wouldn't find a Republican nowhere. Shoot, that's take the Republican Party to Germany or France, boy. J.D. Vance would be running for president. That's what I'm saying. That's what's going to happen. You can't come up there talking to them people like that, boy. If you come up there talking like that, man, I'm telling you what's going to happen. They ain't going to vote for you. So I'm saying you got to kick a little game. That's just the game. You got to kick a little game. What I'm saying, you going against politicians next time. The Democrats they not kicking no game. AOC ain't kicking no game, boy. She got a record for fighting for the people. If you don't get a female president next time, you getting a vice president. It just depends on what the Democrats do in the primary. If they're going to go with a centrist like Shapiro, they might go progressive. But if they go progressive, I don't see how they'll pick Governor Newsom. I got mad love for him over AOC, though. Not the people. The party might, the people not, though. I can promise you, they love her because they know she fights for them. Y'all see all these buzz, man. You know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all like the video for your boy, man. Subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Look, let's go ahead on and keep on reading, though. So it's hard enough. This the Fox News app story. You know what I'm saying? Come from August the 6th. I might have said 26, y'all. I'm sorry. These bugs got me so distracted. It's hard enough to buy the things my family needs. Raising that cost is going to make it harder. This is Ohan Charlene Monosky, and that's what she said to her local news. That's to be expected. President Trump and them are aware of that. And I will say that puts him way ahead of a lot of other Republicans, because they are aware of that. The defining moment of yeah, we talked about that. We're gonna keep on going down. You know what I'm saying? So guys, look, this is important. This the Fox News story. You guys, please tell me what y'all think in the comments. The price of ground beef is at a record high, and more Americans are using buy now, pay later to afford groceries. That's the key. If I was a Democrat right then and I read that, I would be so excited. I'd be so excited if I was a Democrat and I read that. You want me to read it again? The price of ground beef is at a record high, and more Americans are using buy now, pay later to afford groceries. That's letting you know that the problem ain't fixed. So, as Zozak said, the president ain't a miracle worker. Say that when against AOC in 2027 and see how it happens. See what worked for you. See if it worked for you. That's not what you said. You didn't say I'm not a miracle worker. You didn't say that we gonna make more Americans use buy now and pay later. That's not what you said. And they're gonna make you pay for not doing what you said. Large retailers like Walmart and Amazon have already raised prices, and now Procter & Gamble says tariffs will increase prices on common household products like Tide detergent and Love's diapers. It's hard enough to buy the things my family needs. Raising that cost is gonna make it harder. Okay, guys, that's all I have on that subject pretty much, man. What y'all thinking? You know what I'm saying? Got a little bit more of the story I'm going to read for you. But, I mean, what y'all thinking, man? You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I understand the goal President Trump had. You know, he looking out for America, man. He running America like a business, like he did Trump Towers. And America has benefited greatly from that. President Trump was recruited to do that. I believe that, most definitely. I believe he was recruited to do that. You know what I'm saying? But you got to help the people. That's point blank. King Fire said I had her winning by. That's completely inaccurate. You post a link, go to any live stream or video that I did and post a link where I ever said that. Ever. And ain't nobody, you trying to make it like it's some beef stuff. It ain't no beef stuff. I'm just trying to help you out. If you smart, you gonna understand the deal. And if you're not, you gonna get cream crop next year in the election. I'm trying to help you. If you ain't trying to listen, I'm just going off what you said. Hey, you got kids? Tell your kids that you gonna give them $25 a piece. You got 3 kids, they all under 10. They between 5 and 10 years old. And you know they always following the big one, big brother, big sister. So here come big brother, big sister. She done put her eyeballs on a little toy. She want this toy. So now all the little brother, little sister, they want the toy too. So you done told all your 3 kids you gonna give them $50 on Friday. All right? Here come Friday. Hey, little kitties like, where they 50 at? Oh, yeah, you know, it's not daddy's responsibility to have to give you money all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm providing a house for you. I'm providing your food. I'm providing your clothes, your roof, your shelter. I do everything for you. It's not daddy's responsibility to, you see what I'm saying? You one of them kind. One of them kind of politicians. That's not gonna fly in America, bro. You can't make no promises. That's why he trying to keep all his promises he made. Cause, bro, you make promises, bro. The people gonna expect you to keep your promises. That's facts. If you don't keep your promises, don't make them. It's that simple. This ain't nothing against President T. This is any president. We the people. I'm an independent. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. Okay, she is for, oh, Ghost, you are a conservative, you a Christian, you not for, yeah, I'm an arguer on the policies, but we know she for the people, though. We know she not over there trying to put money in her pocket, because if we catch her doing that, oh, she through. She ain't in politics no more. Excuse me. Her and Bernie Sanders, all they ever talk about is rich people and these corporations. So imagine if you found Bernie Sanders taking $2 million from the Lehman Brothers. And that's all he talk about. He rail against the Lehman Brothers. It'd be like 30 of them, bro. I'd be trying to kill them all at once, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like so imagine now he railing against the Lehman Brothers, and you find out he taking money from the Lehman Brothers. That's what I'm saying. So you might not agree with progressive policies, but what I'm saying is, bro, they fighting for the people. We looking for somebody who fighting for the people. And if you're not gonna fight for the people, then wait till next year. It ain't that long. It's August, September, October, November. 15 months, baby. We gonna get another chance to let our voices be heard. Here go your report card. Here go your report card. You know, in the it's so funny that the Republicans do so much for the people. If you go to the super ultra rich districts in America, let's look at them. I know one in Tennessee, in Franklin. I just came from Franklin, one of the richest counties. Franklin is one of the richest cities in America, Franklin, Tennessee. It's a suburb of Nashville. It's a red state, I'm not going to say, but I guarantee you it's a lot of blue up in there. It's a lot of rich people who vote Democrat, bro. Like in California, some of the richest districts in the world. Them blue districts. So I'm saying where the rich people at, they gonna be voting blue, and the poor people, you done messed their stuff up. They frustrated. Nah, he ain't no miracle worker. You can't tell them that. Them people crying, they jumping out of buildings, they running into buildings, they doing everything, bro. You can't tell them people he ain't no miracle worker. They want to see what you doing for the people, bro. Bottom line. After decades teaching in Pennsylvania schools, y'all make sure y'all like that video for your boys, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, guys. I'm trying to promote those channel memberships. They $2.99. You can hit that button below and the $sign in it, and your donations are much appreciated. Listen, after decades of teaching in Pennsylvania schools, Jamie, what's her name, Pulaski, opened the From Scratch Uniontown Cafe, where she tries to keep her prices affordable to compete with larger chains. But tears mean she's paying $600 more a month for coffee she serves her customers. She says, I don't know of any small business right now that's thriving. It's tough across the board. Man, I really can't say that. It all depends on what kind of business you got. If you get imports, then yeah, it probably is tough. You see what I'm saying? So I think it's a balance to it. Like, I understand. Listen, I'm not gonna hate, because I understand why President T did the tariffs, man. We talked about this 1,000 times. I get it. You got to fix the budgets. You got to increase the revenue. That's just the way he did. Him and Scott B said they're going to make about $1.2 trillion in 4 years off tariffs. And he said he's going to give the American people a $1,400 rebate. He going to have to do that. But I'm saying, President T, if I was you, I'd get more creative with cutting them prices, man. That's important. Instead of ending inflation, this is the end of the Fox News story, y'all. Instead of ending inflation immediately, like President Trump promised the country at the Republican National Convention last summer, his policies have made inflation worse, and more pain could be on the way with the latest round of tariffs after the failed negotiations didn't yield 90 deals in 90 days. Both parties should fight against the Washington agenda that is raising costs. Man, you know, that's Fox. I don't know, man. That sound like, man, look, usually whenever it's like a red wave, you gonna get like the other side, you know what I'm saying? They gonna come with their thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me explain that. Like, so you remember when President Obama got elected, that's when Tea Party was formed. Y'all remember the Tea Party? And then after the Tea Party, you had MAGA. I ain't really seen that too much with the Democrats, but what I'm going to say is, from reading this story, both parties should fight against the Washington agenda that is raising costs. That sound like, man, that's a lane for a third party. It's like what President Trump came in there preaching. It's like that sermon is what's playing. That's the say he preached the right sermon. The sermon is that we need to drain the swamp. We need to fix Washington. Everything is too expensive. That's the right. And I'm saying this Fox News story, they saying the same thing. But what I'm saying is what it's gonna hurt you is that your president, forget his name. His name is irrelevant. Listen to it. It's an independent talker. Forget his name. Forget all of that. All you need to know is if there's an R or a D. Look for what's in front of his name, or R or a D. That's all you need to look for. And that's going to tell the story. Because what they saying here on this Fox News story, both parties should fight against the Washington agenda. Oh, who the Washington agenda? It's an R, so we voting the other way. You think President Trump and them don't know that? Why you think they trying to redistrict Texas? You don't think they know it's going to be some trouble coming in next? Why you think? What I'm trying to say, President Trump, you could skip all of that, and you could be for sure that y'all going to keep power. And you know how you do that and keep power? Go help those people that voted for you that thought you was going to help them like that. They're looking for a check with the Trump name on it. That's what they're looking for, President T. The MAGA people ain't gonna tell you that. You know why? They got money. What's some of them big MAGA people, bro? Them boys got money. They not thinking like that. Once you get a certain amount of money, unless you like me, you gon' on the other side. It's only certain people who keep fighting for the poor, regardless of what the money they get. And a lot of Democrats like that. Like Nancy Pelosi. Y'all say what you want to about her. She has fought that fight for the poor for decades. That's what it's going to come down to, man. What you doing for the people. You say whatever you want to. You running against a girl who said, I'm going to give you everything. Boy, man, Dummy said, we going to give you everything. We going to give you like $5,000 a month. Bro, you know he ain't gonna be able to do it, but he over there preaching that. That's the sermon he preaching. You gotta think about that. I'm gonna help you out. I'm on your side. I'm for you. And this is you over here saying, oh, it's not the president's responsibility. Bro, you ain't finna win nothing, boy. You better not let that man campaign. He better not do no kind of y'all finna get cream crop. Bro, because if they were out Green and them get up there, they gonna try to impeach you, bro. I'm trying to tell you, they ain't listening to me. But yeah, President Trump, yeah, they listening because they trying to, we throwing like 30,000 Republicans at Al Green district, so it's gonna be hard for you to get back. You see what I'm saying? But you can't do that with AOC. You can't do that with Adam Schiff. It's a bunch of prominent Democrats that got power in Congress you can't do that with. And they're going to be against you. You can't do that with Jasmine Crockett. You going to redistrict Jasmine, you going to get Jasmine up out of there. Because if she know what she doing, she going to get Republicans to vote for her. That's all you got to do. All that's saying is that the Democrats need to have a more centrist agenda in Texas. That's all that's telling me as a political strategist. If you redistricting and you put all these Republicans, so either one or two things, I need to get a different candidate to run that's going to appeal to these Republicans. I'm not scared of you putting Republicans in my district because I'm an independent. I move like an independent. Maxwell, there you go with your body count. Look, I'm going to tell you my body count. You talking about bodies? I'm talking about how many souls did I lead to Jesus? Over 11, 12, 13, 14. That's my body count. How many souls, boy, did I lead to Jesus? Over 10, 12, 11, 13. Yeah, boy. Hey, Maxwell, I appreciate them donations. You always showing love. Man, I think I got one more paragraph. Y'all, like I said, y'all can find this on Fox News, August the 6th. Let's see. More elected Republicans need to think for themselves. Senator Tom Tillis, Republican from North Carolina, had the guts to choose the people of North Carolina over the big, beautiful bill, but he said he retired after that. Tillis spoke out on the Senate floor, asking his colleagues, what do I tell 663,000 people in 2 years or 3 years when President Trump break his promise by pushing them off of Medicaid because the funding is not there. Tillis knew that kicking people off their health insurance covered costs. Bruh. That man said he got 663 people in his district that's going to lose health care, and he a Republican. That man is a Republican, and he said he got 663,000 people in his district. You think he don't know what he talking about? That's why he spoke out against it and retired, because he knew that, especially in a state like North Carolina where they gonna swing, he knew, I don't care how goated he is in the Senate, he knew 663,000 old people. You know them old women, they voting. That's the ones who vote. He know he out of there next year, boy. He gone. 600. See there, you talk that goofy stuff. But I'm telling you, that Democrat gonna say, see, if you would have voted for me, ain't none of y'all would have lost your health care. And so you know what the people, all them poor voters, they going back blue. Watch what I tell you. And you can redistrict everything you want, anything you want to. Listen, the politicians, they pull strings. And they could nominate this person and nominate and do this, but boy, when them people go in that voting booth, we the people, and they let their voice be heard, boy, gonna get in line. I don't care where you at, who you at, you gonna fall in line, and it's coming. That's why you read Tom Tillis said, I got 663 people in my district gonna lose their health insurance. So if I don't speak out against this, when they go vote next time, I'm going to get cream cropped, and I know it. I'm gone anyway. So no, I don't support that cutting people's Medicaid. Leave them old people insurance alone. Period. Leave it alone. You said you weren't going to do it. Oh, you did it? Oh, that's straight then. I'm telling you, this is a Republican saying this. He spoke out against it, because he know he got to run for re-election next year. And he know them 663,000 people who lost their health insurance. He know them 663,000 going to be the first people in line when it come to vote. You want power? You want money? That's straight. We going to get you up out of there, boy. I'm telling you. Get your power and get your money. You got 2 years. Because in November, the people going to speak, and they going to let you know what they thought about what you do. You could do all the talking. You could do all the capping you want to. That's not going to matter. You could redistrict maps, bro. That map too big. You can only redistrict the states that you could redistrict. They doing the same thing too. None of that matter. A lot of them voters, they'll swing voters. They not swinging with you. And that's the problem. They swinging back blue. You get mad as you want to. You can talk all that stuff you want to, and what you saying is right. Personal responsibility is right. Not depending on the government is right. Getting up, not being lazy is right. Then go tell the people that then. Let that be your campaign slogan. Hey, y'all, you can't depend on the government. You go out there against Kamala or against AOC, against Josh Shapiro saying that stupid trash, boy, you ain't gonna have 15 people vote for you. Because them rich people ain't vote, they ain't stunning you. They gonna go with whoever the people is. You know, Elon, that was President Trump, homeboy. President Obama, homeboy. Look, all you gotta do is get on YouTube and Google Elon Musk and President Obama. You'll see them together a lot. They going where the power at. That man, he a big player in American business. So whoever the president is, the rich people gonna have to talk to him. The president always talk to the business leaders. That ain't nothing. I'm trying to tell you what I'm trying to tell you, boy. Next year, boy, I don't care what they trying to tell you. Them people gonna go talk. Now look, if you done cut their insurance and you know it while you trying to redistrict a map, that's the wrong move. You need to come back and do something to help them people. That's the right move. Or don't do it. Is you pick up them 5 seats in Texas, they gonna pick up 2 seats in California, they gonna pick up 1 in Illinois, and they gonna pick up 3 or 4 in New York. They gonna redraw their maps. So them 5 seats in Texas ain't gonna mean nothing. That's not the way to do it. The way to do it is to do it the right way. Keep the voters, satisfy the voters. Redrawing a map, you trying to cheat. When you trying to redraw a map, Governor Abbott, love him. That's my heart, soul, love him to death, boy. Ain't no disrespect. I'm talking Republican Party in general. You trying to redraw a map, that let me know you trying to cheat. Because you know. You talking about pick up 5 seats because you know you going to lose 5 plus 5. Senator Tiller, he telling you. Ain't that a safe red seat or a strong red seat or a likely red seat? And he said, bro, ask Senator, man, come on. Senator Hawley, it's so many senators, they'll tell you that because they know they in their district. And they done looked at the data, they done looked at the map, and they said, oh my goodness. So I'm saying that's why I did the live stream. We just talking about people in America. We could talk about people overseas, the Palestinian children starving. 500 tons of food, these kids starving. President Trump said he sent them 60 million. Thank you, President T. But I'm saying we got to do more, man. We got to help these people. That's how you be great, man. You see what I'm saying? You be great by helping everybody. Not some, not a few, everybody. Oh, I came through, I signed this bill. Okay, this gonna help the rich people. I hope they help the poor, but I know they really ain't. But I'm gonna sign this bill, I'm gonna help the rich people. Bam, get it out of here. Okay, what about lowering the prices? Oh, I can't do that to lower the prices. Oh, I can't do that to lower the price, so I'm gonna back up out of there right there, you know. The affordability, I can't do that. But hey, Ghost, I came over here, I signed this, and I helped these people over here. Okay, that's good. You know what I'm saying? I came over here and I helped the Israelis. I did this. I got these trade deals. Hey, look, man, I got America billions. Making America billions of dollars off them tariffs. What you did for the Pope? Oh, yeah, we thinking about doing a $1,400. Oh, we thinking about doing a $1,400 stimulus. We thinking about doing a $1,400 stimulus. We thinking about. What else you did for him? Let me see. We got the price of eggs lower. Oh, that's good. Oh, we got gasoline lower a little bit in some spots. Oh, that's good. But guess what though? People, they can't afford them. I'm telling you, you know who buying groceries? Women buy groceries, boy. And I could promise you, them women gonna vote. And I could promise you, them women gonna have a vendetta, bruh. Y'all laugh at them groceries, that's a big deal. For the most of us, you can afford to pay for it, that you just gonna fork out the higher price and it's no problem. But for them people that's struggling, when they go in that vote booth next year, boy, they gonna let you know it. And you know they gonna let you know it. And you know they struggling. And you wanna help them because you talking about giving a rebate check, so you wanna help them. So what we waiting for? What we waiting for? November 2026, y'all. That's what we waiting for now. You could redraw a map. That's not how you help the poor. That's not how you lower the prices, is by redrawing a map. You don't redraw maps to lower prices. That's a trick. That's not genuine now. We gonna redraw a map because we know what's coming. We know what's coming, baby. You doing all that flapping and tapping and talking about the Democrats and Obama, you talking about them, and you done picked up your little majorities, and you think, but you know people coming back, and you done took grandma insurance, and she ain't getting no lower groceries, and you got dude talking about a personal responsibility, but you ain't gonna go on no campaign stage nowhere in America talking like that against this Democrat talking about he gonna give you everything, he gonna cream crop you. It's the bottom line, y'all Republicans need to get to your senses and get with the program. President Trump, he halfway there. You gotta help the people, man. Help the people. It is your responsibility to help the people. If you don't want to help the people, go sit down. You helping yourself, you helping your family. If you love America, help the people. What is America? Oh yeah, we love the military. We gave them $1 trillion. Beautiful. Oh yeah, we keeping our borders safe. We gave ICE. Beautiful. What you did for the people? America don't consist of no buildings and no investments. America consists of people, breathing humans with feelings and with souls. What you doing for them? It's Big Ghost Rider, baby. That's my fight. All 10. The people that know me know all 10 on what I'm saying. That's my fight. All 10. You discriminate against a disabled veteran. If you do it one time, if I let you make it, you gonna do it again. And then you gonna do it again. And you gonna do it to this poor disabled veteran who can't defend himself. Well, I'ma defend them. No, you don't. No, you can't do that to the people. You got these businesses, you got these politicians, y'all getting rich. You stepping on people's head. I don't care. But you get up there and lie like that, and November come, we gonna see what it's about. You can redraw every map in the country. You gonna hear the people, boy. You gonna hear what we gotta say. This our country. You got one of y'all or 10,000 of y'all. It's 340 million of us. What you doing for us? Period. You can redraw all the maps you want to. If you don't do nothing for the people, boy, you gonna hear us. And that's all I gotta say. You gonna hear what we gotta say, boy. Period. From LA all the way to New York City, down to Miami, to Houston, to Chicago, to Seattle, boy, you gonna hear us. You gonna hear us. I'm out here talking to them. That's 10 states I done been to. And y'all know when I'm going to these states, I'm not just going to these states, dropping in these cities. I'm talking to the people, boy. I'm telling you what I know. And President Trump know it too. That's why they redrawing the map. I said it like 5 times. Mark said, get these illegals out of here. My construction area have Americans doing jobs again. I'm with that. If they not here legally, then they not here legally. I'm a law person. I got as much compassion in my heart as anybody. But if you bring me somebody and you say he murdered somebody and you got all the evidence and the proof, and it might be an 18-year-old who never got in trouble, I got the compassion for him. I can't be no judge in no situation like that. Cause I'm looking at that family who they lost their family. And they need retribution, but I'm looking at this 18-year-old, he got all A's, he a good kid, he made a mistake. I can't judge. Cause I'm gonna want to give him a break. But whatever that judge say, if it's on point with the law, boy. If they hear illegally, they hear illegally. Don't separate no families now. Cause that's more part. Cause see, you separate families and all these kids come up missing. What's up with that, boy? I don't know what's up with that. Don't separate the families. You never take a mother from her child. I don't know under no circumstances. That's a human thing. That's about human rights. Human rights, the human factor, it trumps the U.S. Constitution. That's the survival of all human beings. You do not separate a mother from her child. That's why you get all these missing children, and these children begin, because you separate mothers from their children. Don't do that. That's crazy. It ain't no laws about that. If you can't take the kids out, the mother got to stay. But everybody else who illegal, if you get them out of here, they out of here. But all I know is that young man, who that is who said that? Mark, you ready to go to that farm and work for what that Mexican was working? That's all I want to know. Are y'all ready to go work them jobs the Mexicans working? Because they'll work for $7.50 and be completely happy, and they'll outwork you. They'll work 5 times as hard as you for $7.50 an hour doing a job that you ain't finna do for 15. You know how Americans are. They all lazy and stuck up and conceited. You ain't gonna want to do the job for $15 an hour. You gonna get a Mexican to do it for half the price, and he gonna put out twice the production as you. You ready to go work that $750 an hour job since you trying to get rid of all of them? Because we need some of them to work them jobs now. That's how you grow the economy. You need people to work them low pay. They ain't gonna come to me trying to get me to work it. I ain't working it. I'll sue them. Ha ha. You real talk. 3 times. You hear me, boy? I'll spin a block on them and sue them again. Hey, bro, you ain't gonna never believe it, bro. Bro, I sue this dude, bro. This dude trying to stutter stare. At first, he just dropped the money. Second time, he trying to stutter stare. He got me. He a little sneak dude. You feel me? He spun the block on me. But I spun the block on him, and I ratcheted it up, and I wrapped him again. That appeal was 3 times. I sued that 4th time, boy. In state court, I sued him again. And if he wouldn't have paid me, I would have sued him again. Boy, you stupid. If I take you to federal court that first time, I already know the judge with the case, the kind of case it is, the judge might try to get rid of it. I understand that. But if you don't litigate the merits of that case, I'm going to go to state court, and he ain't going to do that because he can't do that like that in state court, and I'm going to sue you again. So I got you in federal court. You didn't try to finagle out of that. That's in the appeals court. That's 2 lawsuits. You still fighting that. You got out that district court, but it's going to the appeals court. You know my name, boy. My middle name is Greg Appeal. Yeah, it's going to the appeals court. But while we waiting, I'm going to go to the state court, and guess what? Sue them again. You can't play with that litigation style, boy. Hey, my dear, you see that the food you need to buy becomes more expensive as well as medicines. Beef, y'all hear what she's saying? That's not good at all. That's all I'm saying, President T. That's not good. We got to do something for him. If you don't do something for him, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Guys, make sure y'all like the video. If y'all have not liked the video, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed. Hit the notification bell so y'all can come every time we live on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Channel memberships, guys, $2.99. I need some channel memberships. We doing that again. You know what I'm saying? Channel memberships. I think the most we got at one time was like 63 in 1 month, bro. We got 63 channel memberships in 1 month. Can we do that again? Let's run that back. You know what I'm saying? Guys, I'll give a few more minutes, man. We out here chilling. I appreciate everybody showing up, man, showing me some love, man. You feel me? Legal Wars Live, man. We out in Illinois, baby. Big Blue. President T, man, like, you redrawing the map, man. I'm saying that's cool. But I'm saying, like, they gonna do it too. The best way to be safe that y'all gonna keep the power is to come help the people. Well, y'all, that's my time, man. You know what I'm saying? Have fun. It's beautiful out here. A lot of buzz, man. I think we're going to try to go to some kind of city, man. I be fighting, but, bro, I wish I could show you, like, my computer cover, bro. I'm talking about full of them. They everywhere. But, man, I fight bugs in life, too. You see that one flying on the screen. I fight bugs in life, too. You know what I'm saying? I just light them up with them legal documents. That's my time. Anytime I get in a situation that's bigger than me, man, I turn to God. I'm a Christian. Guys, the pardon is still on YouTube. I wish I had a track with me. I'm going to have to bring a track to show y'all when I end the stream. Bro, I done passed them tracks out all over America. The pamphlets. Literally. Not all over, but it's getting there. The states. Kentucky, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, Illinois. You know what I'm saying? So that's a blessing for me, man. I'm so proud of myself, man, to, you know what I'm saying, be able to spread God's word like that, man. Tell people about Jesus. That's what they need, man. That's what this world needs. It's true. Like my boy Zozak said, what he said is truth. The world needs truth, but we can't operate in the world like that because they're not true, or they don't live by the truth. You know what I'm saying? So that's my little piece, man. What I need to say and what I want to say is, man, anytime you get in a situation, a dark time, man, you always turn to Jesus. I always do. He never failed me, man. I told a story about my keys yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Left my key, couldn't find my keys, left them on the car, man. Drove like a quarter mile down the road, the keys still on the top of the car. About to fall off, but they were still there, man. Thankful. You know what I'm saying? Every little thing like that with God, just having a relationship with him. Just knowing he's there for you, he loves you. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that, man. I believe that scripture. He says, you know the plans that I have for you to prosper you, to give you an expected end, man. I believe that. I believe God has good plans for me. He can have good plans for you too, man. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is believe and you can achieve. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to spit no game, man. I'm dead for real serious, man. You know, I was saved believing and accepting the blood of Jesus Christ. That's how I got saved, man. Got a whole relationship with God. Like I said, anytime I get in a tough spot, tough situation, something bigger than me, I give it to God, man. You know what I'm saying? Every time I end the stream, I tell people, man, you know, regardless of what you're going through, man, once you become a Christian, you get that relationship with God, you good. That being said, I'm out here in Illinois, man. So beautiful, moving around, enjoying life, waking up in different cities, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed and thankful. I'm not saying it's perfect. It's not the way I want to be yet, but it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? And this the life I'm living right now. I'm straight with it, man. Till that time, man, like, every time I wake up, every day I wake up, man, I tell the Lord, thank you. I start the day in Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? And I think if you, regardless of what your situation is, if you always thankful, your blessings will multiply. Real talk. You got to pray your way and praise your way out of any situation. And I promise you, God will be there. Bible say that if you delight in him, he'll give you the desires of your heart. You know what I'm saying? That's my time, man. I love y'all. Y'all get on your knees and pray. You know what I'm saying? Wake up. This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. That means regardless of what come your way, you can't let somebody control your mental, man. You know what I'm saying? That's my time, man. I love y'all, man. Every last one of y'all. I appreciate y'all showing up. I appreciate the donations, man. We gonna try to get them donations up. We need to get them channel memberships up. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate YouTube, man. Dropping people in the stream, man. We still on the vertical live stream, but I got the equipment to get off of it, man. We gonna get off of it as soon as we get settled in. That being said, man, next month will be an official celebration, you know what I'm saying, for the first year anniversary of Legal Wars Live. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen the numbers we did during the election. So next year, man, we stick on the politics. And when that presidential election comes in 2027, man, we trying to be on the top. So make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. I need to get them subscriptions up, man. You know what I'm saying? Guys, I love y'all. I'll see y'all next time. What, on Tuesday at 7 a.m. Central? I might go live before then. But I don't know. I'll just let y'all know. Y'all make sure y'all hit the link. Check out the YouTube, the Instagram page. Like I said, man, I love y'all, and I'll see y'all then, man. Y'all be safe, man. Y'all get out there, live your life, man. Go enjoy your life, man. Look at it, bro. I mean, it's just a regular day, man. Just a regular day in the park, man. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful, man. Get out there, live your life, enjoy your life. You only got one life. It was a gift from God. He gonna want it back. So you got to make that count right now, man. That's my time, man. We out of here, man. I'll see y'all next time, man. I love every last one of y'all, man. Regardless of what y'all heard about me.